Throughout your job search, your numerous interviewers are trying to answer the question, why should we hire you? And although they almost never explicitly ask this question, having a concise answer in your own mind is a pro tip to performing well across loops from recruiter screen all the way to behavioral interview or hiring manager interview towards the end of your process. Sometimes you do get asked a few versions of this. One version will be, what brings you on the job search? What interested you in this role? What are you looking for in your next role? All of these are opportunities to deliver your elevator pitch or something slightly adapted from your elevator pitch. A good elevator pitch can be delivered crisply in 30 to 60 seconds and gives 2 to 3 strong and clear signals to the recipient, convincing them to hire you. And these are best premeditated. People who can make a strong elevator pitch off the cuff are exceedingly rare. These are like the world's best speakers and salespeople and so forth. They do exist, but most engineers are going to significantly benefit from planning what they want to say ahead of time and then maybe adapting a few words in the moment just to make it relevant to the specific formulation of the question. But you can research the company ahead of time, identify skill fit ahead of time, do basically all of these things ahead of time, and much of it will carry over between job posts. So how do we answer this effectively? 30 to 60 seconds, I want to indicate that you should give 2 talking points signaling skill match and competency, demonstrated experience. And what separates a good answer from a great answer is number 3, an emotionally compelling reason that's unique to the company. So skill match, maybe they're looking for Python. Hey, I have 5 years of Python experience and I've delivered projects with lots of consumers, delivering lots of business impact. Okay, he knows how to do Python. They're gonna have multiple requirements, so let's show that I'm a match for multiple of those. Let's just pick 2. We wanna be concise. We're not addressing every item in the job post. We'll pick 2 to 3 talking points overall, and then they can follow up and ask more if they want to. So I'll talk about the language. The language is a pretty high level core thing. If you don't have language experience, you probably won't have library experience, which is building on top of the language. But then I'll also maybe mention like cloud provider. And then the emotionally compelling one, an example would be, so you want to express that you're passionate around solving a felt pain point that you and the business share, and either business leadership or the consumer shares. So maybe something like a language model. Okay, there's a company that does something cool with language models. I have tried several different language model platforms. In my experience with all of them, none of them did what I want. So I just want to solve this pain point so that I can be relieved of this pain and everyone like me doesn't have to go through this again. Okay? Do you see how this is emotionally resonant, but that's still connected to the technology? We can fully decouple it by going just for the domain level, the industry level. So ed tech, maybe I had a bad experience in the education system, or there's some felt pain point. We have the student debt crisis. Show that I'm genuinely passionate and interested around this. And this should be authentic, right? Like, don't just make something up. So me, I have a PhD in economics. I was in the education system for a long time. My son has ADHD. That presents complications with the education system. We tried different private schools, different public schools. And when I was in my PhD, one of the things I was solving for is how to address this student debt crisis. So I have a lot of personal reasons that I'm really interested in solving for the education system. Okay, health system, we all know people. We all know people that have had health issues. You want to decide how vulnerable you're going to be. You don't need to reveal any personal health information about you or your family members. You can if you want to, or you can say something generic like, health issues are really important to me. I don't want to get into specifics, but I'm genuinely passionate around, improving technology in the health industry or health insurance or whatever. Like, we all know people that have been severely inconvenienced or even their lives ruined by either a outright health issue or a financially related like health insurance issue. And so making that emotional appeal explicit that you're aligned with the company is going to separate a good elevator pitch from a great elevator pitch. Hope this helps. Follow for more.